If you're an occupational therapist and you're wondering what kind of classes, courses can I take that's gonna really help me, drive my skills and propel my hand therapy career forward, well, you're at the right place. My name is Juan with Hand Therapy Secrets, and I get this question a lot about my recommendations in terms of what kind of courses should I take. And I'm here to tell you, well, let's rethink this and why a mentorship program might be better than a course. So the way that the world used to work was that you would just take a class and do it in a weekend time and just learn everything about it. And this is the way I used to take courses as well. Especially when I first started out, I was like, what do I need to learn? Because there's so much to learn, right? And then you would take this one course and it'd be delivered in 2 days. You spend Saturday and Sunday, study the whole day, and you're just getting like so much stuff all at the same time. Your mind's just blown, right? Well, this is why I want to challenge you to think why a mentorship program might be better than just taking a course. One of the reasons is, one, how it's delivered to you. Like I said, when you're taking a course, it's just like, I'd take a course on a wrist and I'd spend all weekend, learning wrists. But then what do you do with it when you get home? Like, you have all this material, you've learned all this stuff, like your brain is just stuffed with all this information. And sometimes it's hard to, do anything with that information because your brain needed to take a little bit of break, right? In a mentorship program, especially like the Hand Therapy Mentorship, it's delivered monthly. It's delivered in a way that gives you a little bit every single week, right? So the way a program or a course is delivered is dripped out like a mentorship program, a little bit at a time, so you can absorb it, you can learn it, versus a course where like you get all this information all at one time, right? So that's one reason to join a mentorship program versus just taking a course. Number two is how you can actually apply the information that you've learned, right? So if you take a course, you get so much of information all at one time, it's really hard to know what to do. When the information is stripped out to you, like in our mentorship program, every week you get to learn something and then actually take it to work and apply it. So applying what you've learned is actually the key thing that's going to propel your career. So if you learn something, but if you don't do anything with it, are you going to remember it? Is it going to help enhance your skills? Most likely you'll forget about it. And that's why in a mentorship program, because of the way you're learning, it allows you to apply it slowly, weekly, and so you can really see the benefits of your learning. Number three, the reason why to go with a mentorship program versus just a course is the amount of topic that you get to learn, right? So when I was first starting out, I took this one huge, because I was like, I don't know about wrists. I don't know what to do with wrists. Like, let me learn by taking this course. And then you just get shoved with all this anatomy and all this kinematics. And then you have to learn all about testing and touching and then you're like, holy crap, but then what do I do with that? Because I only learned maybe one thing to treat with. I'm not really sure. Well, in the Hand Therapy Mentorship, because we go topic by topic by topic, every month we have a focused topic, and then we have question and answer and just the different way of learning. You get to learn all the topics, right? So, in January we start with this topic, in February we go to another topic. So if you were to join a mentorship program, you could stay for a certain length of time that's essentially the same cost as taking a course and learn several topics. You can learn, 4 to 5 to 6 different topics all over a course of time, right? So you get to learn more topics and you get to know what to do with those topics. Like if you're going over nerve compression injuries, if you're going over shoulder injuries, but then you get to learn what to do with those kind of injuries and you get to apply it and you get it dripped out to you. It allows you to learn so much more and actually learn so much faster. So number 3 is the number of topics that you get to learn, which is a ton of topics, and that's overall going to help you because you probably get so many different types of cases that come your way in your clinic. Number 4, the reason to join a mentorship program versus just getting a course is the engagement that you get to participate in, right? You get to participate with a group of people that are doing the same thing you're doing, but you also get to engage with someone like me who's, sitting in front, here's my whiteboard, and you get to come on and you get to ask questions. So, I always say in my mentorship program that there is no limit to the number of questions that you could ask. And I encourage it, ask it again and again and again, because when you ask and you really truly do understand what to do, it's a game changer, right? And if you're a little too shy to ask, I can guarantee you that there's someone else in that program that's going to be bold and going to be brave and going to ask those questions. And after a little while, you get to see that, feel that, and you might in turn become bold and brave and ask your questions, right? And that's how when we learn in a group setting, you get that engagement. You're not alone. You know that there's people at all different levels coming in, asking questions that you can learn off of. And then when you ask your questions, know that everyone gets to learn off of the question you ask. There is absolutely no limit to the questions that you can ask. Not only do we go over specific topics, but then we cover question and answer. So people come in with so many different types of cases, and if you don't get to see that type of case, you get to observe and take in that story, and that can be part of your learning experience. So number 4, engagement in a group setting, it's huge. And imagine if you do that over 3, 4, 5, 6 months time, how much experience and how much knowledge you're going to build up, whether it's your own or learning off of other people doing the same thing that you want to do, which is to propel your career as an occupational therapist to become the best hand therapist in your area, right? So number 4, I think, is almost like the biggest and most important part of why joining a mentorship program is so much better than just taking a course. Number 5 is the ease of joining a mentorship program versus taking a course. Well, first of all, it's online. We meet online on camera on a Zoom call, and you do it from the comfort of your home. I do it from the comfort of my clinic, and we get to meet, we get to learn, we get to connect, we get to engage, and it's like I said, it's stripped out. We meet in our mentorship program, in our hand therapy mentorship program. We meet we meet Thursdays. So we meet the first and the third Thursday of the month. And then in between those weeks, you get exclusive videos that are delivered right to your inbox that go over the specific topic that we talk about for that month. So you get to learn in your comfort environment. You can be in jammies. You see me, most of the time I'm very comfortable, and I want you to be comfortable too, because when you're comfortable, you can learn, right? And when you get those videos, you can also watch these videos, listen to them over and over, so that you could really be able to apply it to the kind of patients that you get to see, right? Versus a course, you're sitting there 2 days, getting everything jammed into your brain all at the same time. You're just like, I don't even know how I'm gonna remember what I'm supposed to do with this, right? Because that's the old way of, taking courses. Now, saying that, I think there's still a place for certain courses. So let's say, for example, you are looking to take a series of courses that will allow you to be very specifically skilled in something, right? So for example, if you're taking a manual therapy course that allows, it usually spans, a manual certification usually expands through the whole year, where you have to take modules of it, practice, go in person, but that's a very specific skill that you're looking to develop. Let's say you are taking a series of kinesiotaping courses where it allows you to become certified at the end. Those courses are worth taking because you're going to take all 3 to become certified, or if you're looking to enhance your skills in instrument-assisted soft tissue mobilization. You know, I myself am certified and have hawk grip tools in my clinic, and those are also a series of courses that you take so that you can learn like this hands-on skills. So courses like those that really just build into a very specific certification, I wholeheartedly believe in those. And I think it's important that if you do decide that you want to do it in a way that allows you back to back to complete that certification, versus just taking it off one here and then doing it like 5 years later, another one, because you won't be able to necessarily retain that information and be able to apply and practice it. But if you're just taking a one-off course in shoulder, one-off course in in tendons, I think a mentorship program is way better, because it allows you dripped out content that will let you learn weekly, so that you have an opportunity to apply it. And then you get to also learn multiple different topics, all in the course of if you decide to stay in the program over a course of 5 to 6 months, learn a number of topics versus just one topic. And then you get to engage and ask questions. And lastly, to be able to do it in the comfort of your home and be able to meet online, there's a certain amount of ease that can help you with that when it comes to doing a mentorship program versus doing a course. Now, I think there's a great place for both, but like I said, if you're gonna do a course, think about how's that really going to help your practice versus a mentorship program. How is that really going to propel and skyrocket your career so you can help any kind of patients that come your way? So that is one common question I get, is like, what kind of courses should I take? Well, just broken down to, and then you get to decide, should I come and join us in the Hand Therapy Mentorship Program? And I hope you say yes. I'll include the link below so you get more details. It's our month-to-month program, and you get to come in, learn, engage with everybody, and it's a cancel at any time type of program. So stay as long as you want and get as much information from it as you can. All right, so I'm gonna include the link below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like videos like this that can help you propel your career in hand therapy, consider hitting the subscribe button.